Let's see. Matt Nielsen, sorry. If you could have one aircraft as a personal plane, any one, what would it be? P-51, F-100, F-15, B-36? Excellent question. You know, I would have said an F-16, but that's a single-seat fighter. They do, of course, make a dual-seat version. It's the D, I guess, right, Foghorn? But it doesn't look good as a two-seater. So let me just do a quick little image search here. To answer your question with a picture, because frankly, I don't remember the name of this thing. Isn't that weird? Yeah, that looks like it. Okay. Yeah. I would like one of these. And I don't think it's too much to ask, actually, considering how much I do for this country. I think this is a modest request. Let me get one more picture. Yeah. Can anybody guess? Anybody want to take a risk? Here it comes. Yes, Foghorn for the win. I knew he would get it right. I knew it would be him. I would like one of these. This is the TX. It's the next generation trainer for the U.S. Air Force. It's a two-seater, and it is replacing the T-38 for advanced flight training. That is a wicked-looking airplane. Got a couple more for you here. Well, that's kind of small than I thought. Whoops. Is that you? Nope. Is that you? Yes. It's just a cool looking jet. I love the lines on it. I love it. The lines are better than they are on the on my previous favorite, the Viper jet. And there was a jet built by a Polish guy called the Iskra 2, and it flew once. And the original design of that was the coolest looking thing I've ever seen. It was a jet trainer. It was built by this guy in Poland. I'll give you one more. And I thought, man, that's a good looking airplane. But now it's just in an outdoor museum, just rotting away, returning to the soil. Oh, baby. Yeah. It's got that same kind of. This is what I loved about the Iskra. It was more pronounced on the Iskra, but if you look at this from this angle, you can see that the nose from the side is pointy, but from the top, it's a little more rounded. So it's got this kind of duckbill look. That is a fabulous looking airplane, and I want one very much. So those of you out there who have access to Kickstarter or anything in that general vicinity, you know what to do. Oh, baby. Yeah, I would want one of these. And the thing I like about that is, number one, it's a two-seater, obviously. Number two, it's brand new, and it's got the reliability of is it a single jet or twin jet? It's got to be a single engine, right? Foghorn, I can't quite make it out from here. Foghorn says it flies like a Viper. So it's a plane that's designed to fly two people, and as a trainer, I'm going to assume that it's got friendly handling qualities, although fly-by-wire means most everything does have relatively friendly handling qualities. But yes, I would like one of those. And it's using the Hornet motor. Even better. So it's basically the Hornet has twin engines, and this guy's using one of those. Now for the $1 million question. And that is, how much money do you Stratolaunchers need to raise for me? And the answer is $9 billion, but I don't need all of them. One would do just fine. Do they give me any kind of a? It's got to be at least 20 million, I would think. 46 simulators. 19. Okay, so somebody want to take $9.2 billion and divide it by 475 for me on account of me being already running out of my allocations for dead air on this particular show. Good Lord, that's a good looking jet. That's just a good looking jet. And so that's the answer to that question. And I'm going to guess that it is 54 million per plane? Come on. It can't be 54 million. Really? Oh, I need to resize my frame apparently, sorry. Let's see if that's, okay. Well, I'm just going to have to work harder because I'll tell you one thing. Honey, you should probably just turn down the sound just for a moment. I would just turn the sound down just for one moment. Okay, good. Just give me 15 seconds. Look, if I had $100 million, I would spend $54 million of it on it, and if I had $60 million, I would spend $54 million on it, because I could live real well on, $3 or $4 million. If I had $56 million, if I had $55 million, I would buy one of these for $54 million and find a way to make do on the remaining million. And if it turns out we had to give up the house, we just couldn't afford it, then sleep in the airplane. No problem. Hangars are relatively cheap compared to Sherman Oaks property, so that's basically, I think, what I would do. Okay, that was a great question. That was very cool.